Welcome to another edition of the Part-Time Preppers. I ask you, my friends, Roman countrymen, fellow silver stackers, what happens if we suddenly kick the can?
Oh, it's the worst one. This is a big one. I'm dying. You hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey.
Yes, we could be like old Fred there. Um, what can we do about it? Well, I know I've watched a lot of hi-ho videos, and he's touched on this several times about making a stack a little easier for his wife if something was ever to happen to him. And unfortunately, death will come knocking at our door sooner or later. Hopefully, it's not sudden. Because if it's not sudden, of course, you have time to take care of your business and you're not senile yet. However, I have developed the formula for estate planning here, and kind of did it over the winter, little at a time. And I will show you what I have done. Now, the hand model knows her coins a little bit. She knows the difference between a generic round and a panda. She knows the panda is worth more. However, she does not know the difference between a 1884 cc Morgan dollar and an 1885 cc Morgan dollar, which of course the one is worth substantially more. 1909 SVDB. She doesn't know it exists. She does know like Perth Mint coins are worth a little more, year of this, year of that. Silver Eagles are worth a little over spot, but she doesn't know all the nuances that any stacker who's been doing it for years or coin collector would know the value of things. So here's what I've done. I'll try to make it painless. It was a little tedious, I'm going to warn you, but here we go. Now we have our stack in 5, 6 different places. I've talked about that. You got to scatter things where, bury it, bank, safe in the house or in your wall, whatever. But we won't get into that. But in each place, I've put one of these, and I will go over it quickly. Now, if you've been drinking, you may want to watch this in the morning because it is a little tedious. Silver and gold collection key codes. What is it worth if selling? S equals spot, S1 spot plus 5 to 10%. As you can go, you can keep reading, and then you get to S6, that's spot and over 100%. Price or double, best to look up item or set before selling. Can check eBay sell prices and compare. Prices do go up and down. What is spot? And then it explains there what is spot, although like in my case, the hand model does know that. But you never know. Something could happen and it goes to a cousin. You never know, or someone who doesn't know much about silver or stacking or anything. So there you could read that, checking Kitco or checking out large bullion companies to find out what a spot. If a yellow is item out on the list, you'll understand what the list is in a minute. It was either moved or sold. So if something's yellow out on the list, and the far side of the page, because I've inventoried everything. Now, not every single thing, because that would be too tedious, but inventoried everything in each place, and I have a list and inventory with it. And one of these pages is also going to go, it's actually 3 pages, but as you can read on far side, it'll have the total weight of gold or silver of the page, bar around. Gold will be underlined in red. You could read on, and we'll give example on the other side of the page, whether it's 90%, 92.5, 50%. And then good places besides eBay to look up values of items are the official Red Book or even online NGC price guide I've used to look up things. Prices tend to run higher in these places than what they're actually really worth. So that's page 1. I unstapled it. This was an example of 1. Page 2. Okay, here we go. Again, this would not be for the person who knows what he's doing. But I gave an example. If you have something that's considered spot, if a dealer or coin establishment was willing to give you 5% under, that would be a decent deal, especially if you're liquidating, to take the $19 offer there. The example, I have hints on grading. I'll let you take a good look at that, because if you're not familiar with coins and that the whole grading aspect would be like Greek. I threw in about what a proof coin is, never clean any coins. If selling, take your time, learn as much as you can. You can save thousands. One way of selling in an emergency. You needed the money fast. You could go to a large coin show, go to 5 or 6 dealers at the show, take the highest price. Again, most likely you'll get more on eBay, but then you have to consider eBay high prices. And then I just put, because on some of the pages there it is marked OGP or government packaged, which means exactly what it says there. So that, and then the last page, now each of these pages are in with the items stapled together. I just have some hints because it does seem Greek. Let's do some coins on the list. These are all actual coins on the list. 1 ounce 2013 MS69 PCG S Panda S4, and I gave the example, if silver is at $20, you should get $30 to $35, for the coin. And then I have some more where, for instance, a roll of silver quarters, average circulation, you would only get spot. Here, let me just reach over and get this other page. Just to go back to the Panda. Okay, I have that at S4. So S4 is spot plus 50% over melt, 50 to 75% over melt value. I try to make it, so that's not extremely high pricing, because maybe, yes, you could get more. Maybe you would get $39 on eBay for that Panda right now, or even $40. But, I try to make it reasonable because I don't want the people thinking things are worth a lot more than they are. And so I give the example with the quarters. So spot on the quarters would be 157. If silver, let's just give an example of 2150. So if you got $150, you're doing okay. That would be a little under spot. And then I did a gold eagle, 88 proof. The government package proof. Yes, it is a proof. $10 gold American Eagle. What the percentage of silver is. S2. S2, if you remembered, spot price plus 10 to 25% over spot, which I think is fair of the true value of the coin. The weight of the coin valued is, so if you sold it for just spot, if gold was at $12.50, $312, but since it's coded S2, the real value is approximately $340 to $365. And then the last example is the complete book of Washington quarters from 32 to 47. Why does it get an S6? Because it has 2 rare dates, the 32, D, and S, which in this case are in about fine condition, very good to find. So I believe it would be worth more than double spot, and hopefully the person would realize. Here's one more 1 ounce year of the mouse. And again, that would be worth more than double spot at this time. This is not a perfect formula, because what if silver, let's say, went up to $40 an ounce? So would it be worth more than double spot then? Maybe, maybe not. So again, try to make this brief, a 3-page. I don't want to write a book. They could start reading coin books if they want. And then at the end here, I have my good luck here, and a reminder that coin prices go up and down in value. So that is the formula. So all 3 pages are in each spot, and I will actually show you a page. Now, I handwritten everything out, and that was the tedious part. It took a long time to really. I did not write every single, like for instance, the foreign coin booty bank, where we're putting a bunch of foreign silver coins. I don't know. I'd be pulling my hair out or getting new glasses if I had to write down. But a good 85 to 90% have been inventoried and cataloged in this way. Now this is 1 page. Here we go. I told you the pure silver gold weight is right on the one end. And for instance here, 2 ounces, 2015 Perth Mint year of the goat. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 1 2-ounce coin, I'm sorry. BU. So I tried to put the conditions on most of the coins, especially if they're uncirculated. And I did explain some of the grading. S2. Now, S2, if you remember, let me take a look because I forget now. S2 is 10 to 25% over spot. That coin would be valued. Again, this is my opinion. It could vary. And in time, maybe that coin will be worth the S1, only 5 to 10% over spot, or it might be an S6, which is over double spot. Again, I try to keep the prices low. For 2015 Tukala Great White Shark coins, 999 S1, 5 to 10%, or even spot in that case, because they're not that rare. And then a roll of mixed silver $half US for 465, 90% silver, and just spot. You'd want to get spot. So the people know, whether it's my lovely wife or my children do know a little bit about coin collecting, and my son has started his own little stack. But again, not as versed as this old man here. 10 1-ounce Britannia horse privies, and S2, which was 10 to 25% over spot. This is only me, my values. A Krugerrand 2013 S2, again, 10 to 25% over spot. Gettysburg coin S1, which is only 5 to 10% over spot. What the current values would be, to give them some idea. Year, the Snake generic spot, a 90 S Silver Morgan, ANAX graded. And I did write in about the grading companies. I don't know, I went kind of fast to let them know that it's professional grading service, and what they say pretty much goes. That's a S5 or S6. And I had a second thought, so I remember writing that one thinking, oh, it's almost MS60, and it's in the 1990s, so it's definitely worth more than double spot, in my opinion. 1/4 ounce 98 American Eagle. My handwriting's not the best. This is actually the neat version of my handwriting. S2. S2, 10 to 25% over spots, because gold like that, usually you pay a little extra. So it goes on. I'll let you look at it. Peace dollar, MS63. Again, in my opinion, it's worth more than double spot. And at the time, I think I paid over double spot. Poker chips, spot. Libertad, spot +1. And Year the Rooster, which I neglected to put in there. I didn't even write that one in, but I guess I'll give that an S1 at the end of the video here, because I don't think that'll be worth a lot more than spot. But it gives the person, if you pass away suddenly, and it makes me sleep better a little at night knowing, hopefully someday we'll be able to just pass all this on when we get real old, or if we have to cash it in our retirement stack. But that's it. That is our little formula. So hopefully Hi-Ho is watching, and that's what we did. So the hand model's fast asleep. I don't think she'd approve of this video. I don't know if I'll show it to her. If I go before her, she'll find all this in each spot, the inventory and the papers on what I think. So there you have it. And there's a little eye candy, the Privateer series. The whale is on its way. $46 we got at Silver Gold Bull, and supposed to ship in a couple days, I believe. So we'll have all 6, and that's next to the Zombucks. This is our favorite series. The original coin is excellent. I do like the Kraken pretty nice too, and the Siren. I was never that big on the Captain, and I can't wait to see the whale in person. So that is it. That is our estate planning. And one last thing is, don't forget about the big giveaway. You'll have to go and find the video. I'll leave a link. If you want to be in, you got to be in that video. And that will be the end of May 29th, I believe. The Memorial Day will be last chance to enter the big giveaway. So until the next time, you take care, be good, keep stacking, live long and prosper. Bye-bye.